What
There we
is?
go. Now it's live. Okay, so let me grab the prompt for this week.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we need to start with a prayer. Who wants to say it?
Oh, that's cool. I can say it.
Okay, sounds good.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful for this day. We're grateful for this opportunity to gather and hang out and be able to do some homework. Please bless us and help us so we can the internet can work properly and we can figure out the problem and learn more math. We say this thing in the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen.
Cool.
Yeah, I got an email back from Sister Hess that was like, yeah, it does that sometimes. It's all good. She's like, I figured week 1 would be rough for everyone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So first things first. So the first thing in the team discussion is to make sure that I'm recording this. I am. Second thing, ensure that each team member understands how to identify each transformation. So stretch and shrink of the X or the Y values, reflection over X-axis, horizontal shifting and vertical shifting, and make sure your graphs from the preparation assignments match.
Where are you reading that?
It is on the week 2, lesson 3 and 4 instructions for Google Hangout over Air number 2.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Oh, here they are. Nice. Nice.
Okay, so as far as it goes, what so did you guys figure out how to tell that?
Yeah.
So how do you tell it, Vladi? Because we have to show our work.
I have to show it. Okay.
Well, we don't necessarily have to show it. You just have to explain it.
Well, I know for reflection over the x-axis, you make a negative if depending on how many times it asks you. You make the first I don't know how to explain it. You just do it. Make a negative.
So I'll show you this beautiful video that I found. Wrote it out this way. I don't know if that's reversed or not. Looks like it is reversed. Crap. Okay.
Put it in a mirror.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do this. So basically, what the video is really cool. It actually explained everything to me, and it I was trying to figure everything out. It took me like an hour and a half to try and just figure all that stuff out. And then literally, I watched this video. It was like 5 minutes, and the guy wrote this on the wall, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's as simple as it is. Crap. All right. So basically what he did, let me see if I can pull up a note thing and draw it. Okay. Here we go. All right. And then let me switch my screen share and see if I can. Okay. Share my entire screen. Oh, that's fun.
That's awesome.
All right. Let's see if I can edit this so that we get something. Is it still minimize? Okay. We'll do it this way. Okay. I know we have the effect, but basically what he did was Y, and you guys will have to excuse my computer horrible handwriting of this, Y plus or minus A, and the plus or minus A, he said that this was what determined reflection. Oh goodness, All right, we're gonna do it this way. That determined reflection over the x-axis. And then he said that from there, it was the function. So you had the function which included x. Actually, it was, he said plus or minus x would actually give you, so this part would give you your reflection over the y-axis, but it didn't seem like any of our problems. Did you guys see that any of our problems had reflection over the y-axis?
I don't think so.
Right. And so then he said, then you have x, and then you have plus or minus this, and he used c, and this would give you your horizontal. And positive was to the left, and negative is to the right. And then after that, you had plus or minus d, which would give you your vertical shift. Positive up, negative down. Oh, and A is your stretch and compress. And you don't have to spell to do math. And that was that. Let me stop screen sharing so that we can get back to normal.
Why are you guys in there? Had he checked? Oh, he said, yeah.
And they told me to get a waterproof thing, but I already have one on there, so I'm gonna email them.
Yeah, my roommate's hacking.
I would mute yourself unless you need to talk then. Anyway, go ahead, Gabriel.
No, that's cool. You should send the link.
Oh, I can. I'll send it to you guys for sure. Let me see if I can find it right now.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was good for me.
That's awesome. I'm still with. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll find it here in a second and I'll send it to you guys.
I read that we have to do a quiz, or
we do have to do a quiz together.
mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, here it is.
There you go. Just sent the link to you guys.
Okay. Well, there are just 2 questions, right?
Yes. So real quick, let's go over the rest of the prompt, and then we'll do. I guess we can do the quiz and be done. That way, it's fast. Okay. So then we're supposed to do. Did you guys do the inverse function worksheet?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you guys? Were you guys able to do it just fine?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I care about. Do you guys want to do the? Do you guys want to do the extension problems?
Sure.
Okay. So first things first.
Yes.
So the first extension problem is we have to graph the following function by graph the following function by identifying all the transformations, increasing and decreasing intervals, the name of the function, and any vertical line symmetry, and the domain and the range. So the function is f of x equals negative 3x minus 4 cubed plus 5.
Okay.
What was that? Huh?
You guys have the prompt up in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking. Sorry.
All right. No, you're good, man. No worries.
It's just that it sucks that I couldn't get into the homework, so to be honest, I didn't review all this.
Do you have the prompt in front of you, Vladi?
Yeah.
This lesson,
I was writing it down.
it's lesson 4 or where?
It's week 2 is where all the stuff is,
And then
it's should be less. It's like lesson 3 and 4.
preparation material, done? Or
It should be the Google Hangouts.
okay, and then the week 2, lesson 3 and 4 instruction for. Oh no,
Google
that's,
Hangouts on there. Yep.
That's the exact accent it takes to do.
oh, extension problem. There we go. Okay.
Okay. So it's compressed by negative 3, right?
It would be according to. Gotta find my little cheat sheet. So yeah, so it's compressed by 3.
Oh.
And then
I dropped it right on the ground. It's a super hot beaker. So I had the tongs, but I didn't have it clenched enough. It just slipped right out.
And then
It's
you
like,
should
shit,
be-
I was like, oh, 'cause it was the first one I
you
ever
should be
broke.
reflected too
Oh,
over
all
the
heat
x-axis.
immediately, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
First time too, man.
Yeah.
Classic Tanner.
And then vertical shift up.
Of 5. So up 5, right?
Yes.
And
And then
shift
and
to
then
the
you should
right.
shift. Yeah, right 4. And then
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now there's the Kimball's right across the street.
and it's one of those ones where it's like
You're right. You're right. Yeah. Yep. I have.
Guys, I'm gonna FaceTime the little sisters of Rachel.
Yeah?
They're adorable.
Cool.
I want you guys
I'm
to
moving.
Hello? Oh, really? Hello?
Hello.
there's
Are you
so
there?
much there's so much going on over there.
You should just come over to my apartment.
So it should be like the graph should be something kind of like this.
Yeah.
This is reversed, but it should be like 4, 5 is the middle point, and it comes down, flips, and goes down,
Like.
and it's reflected over the x-axis.
Okay.
X-axis.
Yeah.
Okay. No, there's less space here, but
I think maybe we should plan this for maybe a different night, and we can all get together at like a restaurant or something like that,
yeah.
and we'll just videotape it with a camera.
Uh-huh.
For real.
Seriously.
Okay.
No, yeah, good.
And then, as far as domain and range go, Vladi, did you figure out how to figure out domain and range?
Oh yeah. For that one, it's infinity for both.
Yeah, all real numbers. Yeah.
So
Well,
You got any questions there, Gabriel?
not really.
How you doing, buddy? Are you?
I don't really get all of. I mean, I got some of that, but not all of it. I need to review the other stuff. It's just that I was focused trying to get to work in the homework.
Mhm.
That because I couldn't do it. Like I was emailing the teacher. I was trying to call, I email like this support staff, and I haven't got any answer. So I lost time trying to find out how to fix that instead of preparing for this. So,
Gotcha.
So
you guys are fine.
I'm looking at the answers for the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and it says it's stretched by 3, and I guess that makes sense from that formula from that video you watched.
Oh yeah. If it's negative, then it's stretched. If it's positive, then it's compressed.
If it's I guess if it's smaller than 1, like a third or a fourth, it's compressed. But if it's bigger than the integer 1, then it's a stretch. The negative or positive, that talks about the reflection over the x-axis. So it's like we have to pretend the a or the.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So if it's bigger than 1.
Yeah, so it's like 2, 3, but then if it's smaller than 1, not going negative.
So if it's bigger than 1, then it's stretched.
I guess so. If it's 0,
In between
it's
0 and
between
1,
0. Yeah, if it's in between 0.
then it's compressed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean that would make sense. That's kind of like multiplying fractions
Yeah.
or multiplying by a decimal.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as dividing it. Cool. Okay. All right, second one, and then we'll do the quiz, so that way we're not on this till like 11 o'clock at night.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the second prompt is find the inverse of the following function by switching the x and y values and solving for y. Okay, so and it's y equals x plus 2 over x minus 3.
Okay.
So first step obviously is switch the variables. So x becomes y and y becomes x, and then solve for y, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get to, like, right now I'm at xy minus y equals 3. It's equals 3x plus 2. Are you guys there yet?
Almost.
Okay. You're at that point you're supposed to factor, right? The y because you have xy on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So it's over x minus 1, right? 3x plus 2 over x minus 1.
That is what I got. So just to this is not gonna work.
Yeah.
So just so if somebody wants to know that we did our work, this is what it looks like. It's
Sweet.
very messy.
Nice.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. All right, and okay. So you mean not get how to do that?
What?
I said, did anybody not get how to do that?
I'm good.
Can you hear my daughter crying in the background?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second. Well, there's no stopping that. It'll be over.
I thought it was
30.
my roommate.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. No, that's if you have a 2-year-old and she doesn't like getting her teeth brushed before she goes to bed, that's what it sounds like.
Oh man, can't wait.
Yes, you can. Yes. You can. Have you guys ever seen the movie Billy Madison?
I think so, yeah.
There's a scene in there where the like it's where Billy's transferring to high school, and one of the kids goes, "I want to go to hike school," and he grabs his face. He's a fat little kid. Grabs his face, and he's like, "No, you don't. Stay here as long as you can." If you ever say you can't wait to have kids, and then grab you by your face and go, "Stay here as long as you can." No, kids are awesome. They're great. Just sometimes they're not. So, all right. Well, I think that did you check the answer key for me, Vladi, on that one?
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's 3x plus 2. Yeah. We just gotta remember to put the f,
F of x in front of it.
yeah, to the negative first power.
Oh, to -1.
Yeah. F to the negative.
Mm.
Gotcha. F to the -1. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me find the quiz. Okay. So for the quiz, answer the following questions as a group and submit one copy for your group. So, I mean, since I'm recording, I guess I'll also submit
Okay.
our copy. Did you guys already get your grade for the last one?
I think I got an A or something.
Yeah, we got full points. So
Wait. That's good.
That was
Yeah.
cool. Even though we don't like internet and stuff.
oh, she was pretty cool about it too. She was like, "Yeah, we're she's like, you guys just, as long as like for the first week, she basically said to me that she's like, as long as you guys do it and it looks like you were trying, then we're good.
Mhm.
She seems like she's a pretty cool teacher.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, do you guys have the quiz up in front of you?
Yeah, right there, piecewise.
Yep. So as far as it goes, I'll sketch the graph on here too.
Mhm.
Did you guys do much of the piecewise stuff?
Still having trouble with it, but I'll get it as we go. Talk about it. Hear your guys' ways of doing it.
Did you say you'll get it as we go?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just figure this one out. Okay. So as far as it goes, you got f of x, and then you have your giant squiggly line. I'll try and make it.
Function.
What's that?
No, you're fine. To the huge graph.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to draw it on a piece of paper right now, so I can scan it in and submit it later on.
Okay.
Okay, so the first line is, I think they have you go from left to right, right, in one of these? Or does it matter?
Well,
Yeah, you can go left.
it does.
I would assume you go left to right.
You're taking the one that is start like in the y axis 1 and passing through the x -1. That line, right?
Yeah, that one.
From right to left then, or well, if it doesn't matter, it's okay.
So I believe we should start with the line that's on the left side.
Yes.
So I go like this.
Okay.
Okay.
And so with the piecewise, it's like you have the function, or like the I guess you could say the function, right? And then as long as, and then you have like the domain,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's how you write it out. Okay.
Okay, let's see this. So we have here.
So because the line on this, I'm going to try and, sorry, my window's taking up like my whole screen. So I'm going to try and like lessen this so I can see the prompt while we're doing this. So because the line has the open end to it, isn't it? So like for the if then part of it, so on the top one for the if, isn't it just if x is less than 0?
I bet, yeah. Because it's going to keep going.
Yeah, and the endpoint is, because normally like you'd sandwich it, right? So like for the second one, you have 2 closed points. So it would be, this and this number is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to a number, right? But with the first one, it's an open-ended line, meaning that it's just going to keep going until forever. And so it's just if x is less than 0.
Right, that's true. Right.
Do you agree with that, Vladi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to write it down. And then for the equation of the line, I mean, the 2 points that you have, 0 to 1 and negative 1, 0, would suggest that your slope is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So wouldn't it just be, and your starting point is the y-axis is 1, so wouldn't it just be x plus 1?
Yeah. X plus 1.
The f of x is x plus 1 if
Equal.
x is less than 0.
Yeah.
Which works, right? Because like if you just put in the point negative 1 plus 1 equals 0.
So would it be y is less than greater than x plus 1? No, okay.
Like,
For the
For the first part. Never mind. I think I read it wrong.
I was going to say,
What-
don't, for the first part of it, you're just putting in the slope intercept form.
Mm-hmm.
It's y equals x or mx plus b. So because the slope is 1, you're just putting x plus 1, which is where the y intercept is.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
And then for the what I want to make sure that we're not wrong. You got me doubting myself. So what were you saying?
No, I wasn't just sure whether it's supposed to be an equal sign or inequality sign. I was just trying.
Well, the inequality sign comes in for the second part, which is just where you say where,
Mm-hmm.
like I think that's the domain, right? Like that's how you write the domain in a piecewise, is
Yeah.
like where
Okay, yeah, that makes those up.
x is, like where the x will actually be defined.
Mm-hmm.
So like for this exact equation, you would write it as like negative affinity, comma 0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With like
Mm,
in the affinity would be like the parentheses, and then you'd have the bracket for 0 because it's defined.
Yeah, that makes sense.
no, yeah.
Okay. And then okay, let's so it's x plus 1. I hope this is right. I don't want to be that guy that gets you're all wrong.
It won't be just you. It will be all of us.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that's like, guys, you're wrong, and then we get the thing back and it's like, no, you were wrong. That has happened to me before in my life. So anyway, okay. So second line. I'm gonna let one of you guys take the lead on this one.
Well, it's easier because we have from 0 to 1 instead of infinitive, and we have just bracket instead of parentheses, right?
Um,
I'm very wrong.
well, with the way you write the domain on this one, you're not. I mean, I'll write the domain both ways, but I think with the domain on this, you don't write it with brackets or parentheses. You're writing it with like the less than or equal sign.
Okay. So if it
Right, Vladdy?
Yeah.
less than 1 and greater than 0. And
Okay. So x would be it's less than or equal to 1, right?
right. And
But greater than or equal to 0.
right.
Okay. Because theoretically, like your domain on these points is actually like it's on the graph, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And then
The last one.
so, but we need to figure out the equation on this one.
Okay.
So obviously the y-intercept is at 1, so we already know that the y-intercept is plus 1. Now we just need the slope.
Is it minus 3x?
Oh.
Right, because you're negative going. That's the nice part about having this graph is it's like you're only going over 1, so
Yeah, that's true. -3.
okay. Yeah, I'm into that. I like that. Cool. So minus 3x plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, last one. And I'll put like the brackets in for the domain just in case we need that. Like the first one is parentheses negative affinity 0 bracket. Second one is bracket 0 bracket 1.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I meant before the bracket.
Okay. I'll do it for all of them just in case. I'm sure that Sister Hess is going to love this piece of paper because it's written so well.
Nice.
I'll probably go back and redo it to be 100% honest, but
Nice.
just so it looks good.
The last one then is the same, isn't it? Like greater than 1 and less than 3.
Yeah, greater than or
Greater than equal.
I was about to say because it's defined, it's greater than or equal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 and 1.
Mm-hmm. The slope is 2, I think. If I'm taking it.
Yeah, 2x, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the? How do we just get an echo?
What?
You guys hear an echo?
Yeah.
It's probably from mine then.
Very good.
Everybody mute real quick and then unmute.
Weird. You just take a look.
Could be.
It just
That's weird.
okay.
So 2x.
Yeah, that's the
And then we need the slope intercept. So if you were to go down one more, it'd be -4.
where? What?
You have to have the slope intercept tells you where the line would go.
Sorry, it's hard to understand with the echo. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you guys still getting an echo?
I hear your echo like I hear you like 3 times. So I don't know.
Is it just me that's echoing?
Is it just one?
Vlad, do you have headphones?
Yeah. No, well, not on. Should I put it on?
Try and put them in, see if it takes the echo away.
No, it sounds better. Oh man. Okay, so we have the last one, right? Or what else do we need?
So I just am making sure the y-intercept is -4.
The y. How do you get that -4?
Well, if you plug in 0 with a slope of 2,
Oh.
we still have the echo. That's weird. Okay. Is everybody in agreement? -4?
Yeah.
I like your lights on your headphones, Flatty.
It's a Bluetooth one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was like $20.
All right. So next one.
Next one. Mm-hmm. Let's go.
For the following function, f of x equals -5 minus 2x minus 3 cubed. Okay, so we need to, for this, we need to identify all the transformations.
State the domain and range. What family it belongs to. Which function family? Discuss symmetry. Odd and even. Oh, okay. Stay where the function is increasing and decreasing and graph the function. Okay.
So,
We can do that.
well, I'll graph it for sure. All right. So with this,
I'll transfer.
It's trying to trick us because it's putting the -5 in front.
Yeah, get that out of the way.
So realistically, this should actually be written as -2x minus 3 cubed minus 5. Like if you're going by the thing that the guy has.
Mm-hmm.
So according to this, so if it, because it's cubed, the domain and the range, and you might disagree with me, Vladdy, but as far as I understand it, the domain and the range are going to be all real numbers on both sides of the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah. True.
Gabriel, what you think?
No, I agree with that because it's gonna give you the number.
Well, it's not quadratic.
If it is,
It's
if
not
it is
square root.
negative, exactly. You can have negative or positive, right?
Yep. The function family it belongs to is the cube family, right? Is that what that means?
That I don't know. Well, we can't use internet, so.
Well, I know that you have like square root, the quadratic formula, cube.
Yeah. Family function, I said that you're right. To the cube. Mhm. What's that sound?
That's so weird.
I unplugged my headphones to see if it was that.
Oh,
Let me try something. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there still an echo?
Not that big or
Is there? It was bigger.
before, yes. Now it sounds very like slow, very
What's
low.
going on?
So it's good.
Okay.
Okay, I agree with that family, the cubic family.
Okay. And then
Discuss symmetry odd uneven. Uneven.
we still need to do like all the transformations.
Huh?
So as far as this goes, it looks like to me that it's going to be right 4. And then up 5.
Yeah.
And then reflected across the x-axis, right?
Mm-hmm.
X. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then
Mm-hmm.
and then it's the it's stretched too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it is
Stretched by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then okay, and then we got to discuss symmetry, odd and even. What is that? Do you guys know what that means?
Well, it's cubic, so I don't think it's.
I would imagine it's odd,
Yeah.
right?
I guess that
Yeah.
means like vertical line test if it touches twice.
Oh, that's right.
So it only touches once. So it's odd, I think.
But if it is cubic,
Well, with a cube, like the graph is going to be like this, so it's never going to touch the same like
mm-hmm.
x more than once.
Right.
Okay, and then is it increasing or decreasing? Decreasing, right?
Yeah, because it's a -2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Decreasing always.
Always.
Okay, and then we got to graph the function. So right now the only point we have is 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
3, -5. Is that the point? The center?
Oh yeah, it's right 3, right? Is it it's 3 -3 -5?
Yeah, -3, -.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna have to make this graph bigger. Okay, and then how do we figure out the other points?
So the slope would be what? Net minus 2x?
I'm gonna guess it's not, or it's more than that. Because I don't think this is in quadratic formula or in slope intercept form, just because of the cube. Because like if you look at a cube, like the way that they graph is like
Yeah.
super like typically they're super up and down.
Right.
I mean, I guess you could theoretically.
So that, like, it would go, what, over 1 down 2 to the next point? Or no, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Like,
I think
-2, -6, or -7.
so. I think you just have to put in like put in your x and solve for y.
Yeah.
So like if we wanted, so like for instance, just using some scratch paper here. So we already know what the value is for 3. That's -5. Right? So if you like make a t-chart that's like x and y, and you have 1, 2, 3, -5 is your value for y for 3 as the x. So then if you do like put in 2 for the x, and I think we can use our calculators on this, right? -2 cubed raised to the 3rd minus 5. Hold on. I hate graphing calculators sometimes. Gosh dang it. Okay, -2 minus 3 raised to the 3rd. So 2, is that right? So 2's y value should be -3. And then if I plug in the same thing for 1, then your y value for 1 is 11. Do you follow?
Yeah. I'm just trying to graph it. It's pretty big graph.
Yeah, it's tall. Like, and then 4's is -7. So your y value, once you hit 2, the y value is going down 2 every time.
Because it's -2.
Oh, never mind. 5s is negative 21. So you'd be like, oh gosh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I think that's all I need. So for 1, you'd be here. 2 is at negative 3. 4 is, and then that's where you cross. 4 is at negative 7, and so on. Okay. So if I'm correct, then the graph's going to look like that. But flipped for you guys.
Yeah.
You're good.
Did the echo go away?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
earphones on.
What the heck?
Is that just the connection?
It's the ghost in the computer, guys. And my crazy hair. All right.
Good.
Cool. I think that's all we needed.
Sorry, guys, I didn't help too much. Next time, I promise I'll have a lot.
Gabriel, you're the man. You came with the class, like the hat and the cool headphones.
Sorry. No, but
All right. I'm gonna just for our proof. Sister Hess, if you watch this is all of our work. Okay, I'm gonna recopy it down so it looks good and submit both sheets of paper.
that looks great.
I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but it is a little jumbled. So,
Okay,
all right.
that's good. Okay,
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, man.
Have a good night. Or
Hey,
You too.
see ya.
See you guys. Bye.